Morning, everyone. Meteorologist Bill Rentschler in the 1011 Now streaming studio. Hope everyone is having a nice Monday morning. Should be looking at a pretty quiet week of weather for us. Not a whole lot to talk about, and should be pretty nice. It will be a little bit on the cooler side today, though. That's going to be one of the big things that we're going to watch for, at least over the next few days. Other than that, again, not a whole lot for us to talk about. Yesterday was an absolutely gorgeous day. If you look at the almanac numbers for Lincoln from yesterday, 61 for a high temperature yesterday, right about where we should be for this time of year. A very chilly start to the day, though. The low yesterday morning was 19. So if you were out early yesterday morning, maybe early morning church, something like that, again, it was awfully cold. Again, the average is 36. The record is 12. So again, we were kind of within spitting distance of a record low temperature there yesterday morning. Still just 1,407 inches of liquid precipitation so far this April. Through about the first week or so, over 2 inches now below normal for the entire year. And again, obviously, snowfall remains well below normal as well, almost 13 inches below average. Though, again, we don't average much more snow as we head through the remainder of April, and certainly don't average very much as we head into the month of May either. So, again, I'm thinking we're probably done with snowfall for the year, at least for the season, I should say. But it is something we'll keep an eye on here, at least for the next week or two, before those chances really begin to dry up. But again, overall, a really nice finish to the weekend for us after a cooler day on Saturday. But again, temperatures today are going to be closer to that of Saturday than yesterday. So if you look at your weather headlines again, mostly sunny, but cooler day today. But again, should be a pretty nice one, all things considered. We're watching a small chance for maybe a few spotty showers towards the middle part of the week. Again, any rainfall amounts look to be exceedingly light. Again, not really a big deal, but it is kind of the only chance that we have this week. And then warmer weekend heading our way as we head into, again, the next weekend, with temperatures climbing back above average for us as we head throughout the week this week. Plenty of sunshine out there right now as we look at sky views from across the state. Again, blue skies there with a few clouds in O'Neill, mainly clear in North Platte as well as Grand Island and here in the capital city. Current conditions just a few minutes past 9 o'clock into the upper 30s right now at the Lincoln Airport, 36 here in Midtown Lincoln at the 1011 studios. North wind at 15 miles an hour does make it feel just a touch cooler. Wind chills are into the upper 20s as we start the new work week. On our Tempest weather stations, 34, 35, 36 degrees for most areas across the Lincoln Metro. Across the state, again, temperatures generally in the 30s to right around 40 degrees. Again, a few spots there in far southeastern Nebraska managed to creep into the lower 40s already this morning. Falls City, the warm spot at 43. It's 39 in Beatrice, 35 in Grand Island, 36 in North Platte this morning. Winds behind a cold front that have pushed through out of the north, a little bit on the blustery side, especially for the eastern sections of the state, out of the north at around 15 to 25 miles an hour. And there's a few wind gusts up to around 25, 30 miles an hour. And I think as we head through the day today, that'll be one of the things we'll watch out for is at times we could see some blustery north winds, maybe gusting 25 to 30 miles an hour. We factor in that wind chills in the upper teens and low 20s in the northeast. That's where the coldest conditions currently are. Otherwise, it's mid to upper 20s and low to mid 30s across the state as we start our Monday. Satellite radar picture, again, pretty quiet. Not a whole lot for us to see here. If we actually look at the visible satellite imagery, we can see there is just a little bit of low cloud cover there across parts of northeastern Nebraska. Otherwise, we are looking at plenty of sunshine across most of the state as we, again, start our new work week. If we go back to the satellite radar picture, look at a regional view. Overall, again, things pretty quiet across the Midwest, which, again, is a nice change compared to what we had to deal with late last week and into this weekend, especially areas off to our south and east across parts of Arkansas, Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Tennessee. Again, historic, severe weather and flooding in those areas over the last several days. Thankfully, the weather down there should be a little bit quieter over the next couple days. Currently, if you look at the national view, again, line of showers and thunderstorms stretching down from the Gulf Coast up through the Appalachians up into parts of New England. Some stronger storms and some severe weather ongoing across parts of the Florida Panhandle and into parts of Georgia as well. If we look at our weather alerts, again, still have numerous flood warnings across, again, the Mississippi River and those adjacent areas that saw that heavy rain late last week into this weekend. We also have, again, kind of in that dark purple, freeze warnings that are in place across much of Missouri, again, Illinois, Indiana, over into Ohio, Kentucky, as some colder air filters into the region. Could see, or likely will see, again, sub-freezing temperatures in those areas. And we have a freeze watch there in northeastern Nebraska as we head tonight and into your Tuesday morning. So again, still not warm enough to necessarily be putting anything in the ground just yet, but that time is not too far away. Our average last breeze here for us here in Lincoln is going to be coming up over the next couple weeks. Check out Skycast as we head through the day today. Outside of those kind of blustery north winds at times, we should be seeing sunny to mostly sunny skies across the region as cool high pressure kind of settles into the area. As we head tonight and into the day on your Tuesday, we expect skies to remain mostly clear across the area. And then again into Tuesday, more sunshine expected, but we're going to see more of a southerly wind as we head into the day on Tuesday. That's going to help warm things up. We'll be a bit on the breezy side again. Again, could see those winds gusting up to around 25, 30, 35 miles an hour at times, but we should be generally dry. There could be a few spotty showers in the far west, I think Tuesday late afternoon into the evening. And then as we head Tuesday into Wednesday, there will be a little weak system that kind of moves through the area. That could give us, again, a few spotty showers as we head into the afternoon. On the back end of that, we'll see those winds swing back around to the north and to the northwest. Again, could be a little bit blustery at times. And there you can see Tuesday at 5, some of that activity beginning to pop up first across parts of western Nebraska before that activity then could slide through our area late Wednesday night into early Thursday. And that's our chance for rain as we head really through the upcoming week. So, again, not a whole lot of chances for us. So if we zoom in, take a closer look, statewide view through the day today, sunny to mostly sunny skies, a little bit of a north breeze for eastern Nebraska. Cooler day in the east, a little bit milder in the west, but not a bad way to start the work week for us. And then as we head into Tuesday, a little bit more cloud cover, but still expecting mostly to partly sunny skies. Winds swing around to the south. Again, will be a bit blustery at times. Could be a few spotty showers in the far west Tuesday afternoon into the evening, but most of us stay dry. We'll see a better chance, although it's still a pretty low chance, but a better chance, I think, for some scattered showers as we head late afternoon Wednesday and then into Wednesday evening as a little weak system kind of moves across the area. If we do see any moisture, expect it to be exceedingly light and really not all that impactful. If you look at the precipitation potential over the course of the next 7 days, again, across the state, we're looking at generally dry conditions. Again, there could be some spotty moisture here or there, but generally it's going to be maybe a few hundredths of an inch to maybe a tenth of an inch of rainfall at best. You zoom out, look at a regional view, better chances for maybe a little bit more moisture as you head off to our north and west, and then as well as you head off to our east. Again, we're going to be kind of in between systems here over the course of the next week or so. As far as the severe weather outlook for the day today, not expecting anything here or really in the region whatsoever. Into the day on Tuesday, there's a risk for some thunderstorms maybe across parts of northern Wyoming, southern Montana, into the Black Hills. And then into the day on Wednesday, again, could see a few thunderstorms, again, areas off to our north as well as areas off to our east, but no severe weather expected for us over the next several days. As far as temperatures are concerned, highs today, again, will be coolest in the east. It'll be a bit warmer in the west. But for eastern Nebraska, we're going to look for upper 40s, low to mid 50s for high temperatures today. 48 in Wayne and Norfolk, 53 here in Lincoln, 55 in Hastings, but low 60s in North Platte and getting into the 60s and maybe even low 70s across the Panhandle and parts of southwestern Nebraska later this afternoon. Tonight, temperatures dropping back below freezing for the eastern half of the state with lows in the mid to upper 20s to near 30 degrees. Should be a few degrees better than that across the western sections of the state, but temperatures do warm back up into the day on Tuesday. That southerly wind will help as a warm front slides across the state. We'll see highs in the low 60s to low 70s for the eastern half of the state, but into the 70s, maybe even low 80s across western and southwestern sections of the state for Tuesday afternoon. Into Wednesday morning, again, a warmer start to the day. We'll look for upper 30s to upper 40s for morning low temperatures. Wednesday afternoon, again, it's upper 60s to low 70s across the state. Thursday morning, again, 40s to near 50 degrees for many areas. Thursday afternoon, a little bit cooler, but still looking at mid to upper 60s to right around 70 degrees for high temperatures. And then to start our Friday, low to mid 30s across much of the area. Friday afternoon, seeing temperatures in the upper 60s to the upper 70s across the state. So some pretty nice temperatures head our way through the course of the upcoming work week. A little bit up and down again, but our coolest readings will come today and then into Tuesday morning. After that, it looks pretty nice. Upper 60s, low 70s for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then we take another jump as we head into the weekend. Saturday looks like upper 70s, and Sunday looks like low 80s for us here in the capital city. And again, we can see generally dry weather expected. We'll see that small chance for maybe a few spotty showers, maybe an isolated rumble of thunder Wednesday evening, Wednesday night, potentially into early Thursday. But again, that chance is pretty slim, and even if we do see anything, it's not going to amount to much. 10-day forecast for select cities across the state. Again, you can see the trend. Today is the coolest day out of the next 7 to 10 days. days, and then fairly seasonal, if not above average temperatures for much of the upcoming work week. The weekend looks like our warmest period out of the next 10 days, with highs in the upper 70s to lower to middle 80s. And then slightly cooler, but still near normal, if not a few degrees above normal, as we head into the first half of the week next week. 10-day rainfall chances. Again, I say rainfall because, again, it looks like if we do see any moisture, again, it's going to be mainly just rain, but pretty slim over the course of the next week to 10 days. We'll see that small chance Wednesday, Thursday, but outside of that, again, we really don't have anything until we get into the long range there, until the following Wednesday on the 16th. Again, we see another small chance in the long range models for maybe a little bit of moisture. 8 to 14-day temperature outlook from the Climate Prediction Center. This takes us from April 14th to April 20th, and again, still favoring above average temperatures across much of the region. Also continuing to favor below normal precipitation across most of the state. State for eastern and southeastern parts of the state, equal chances for both above and below average precipitation. We would certainly like to see some additional moisture. Again, as I mentioned at the very beginning, only 0.14 of an inch so far this April through the first week. But again, we're going to go probably the next week to 10 days with very little, if any, additional moisture. And then by then, we're going to be, again, well below what we should be for the month. And again, continuing to see those drought conditions likely worsen a little bit across the area as, again, I'd like to see that those April showers to bring some May flowers, as the saying goes. So not a whole lot for us to keep our eyes on. We'd like a little bit more, but just not in the cards for us, it looks like, over the course of the next week to 10 days. So as always, keep it tuned to 1011, both on air and online. Appreciate everyone for tuning in. Hope everyone has a nice Monday.